Yeah, I wanted to provide a bit of a different perspective coming from someone who actually operates day to day as an environmentalist. And I come at this as a climate activist. I work on energy issues because they are the core of dealing with climate change. And if you look at what Ontario did back in 2009 when it set up the FIT program under the Green Energy Act, really it was an incredibly significant and I would say brave step in actually taking climate seriously in the future planning of our energy system. And since that time when the program was put in place, there's a great amount of optimism around it, we lost direction. I feel like very much we have stalled, and I don't know, I can ask this as an open question to the room, do any of you really have a strong sense of why are we going ahead with green energy in Ontario at the moment? Is it for the jobs? Is it an economic strategy? Or is it a climate strategy? We don't talk about climate change and energy in Ontario nearly enough. And it's led to a leadership gap. So we've had this program that has started really big and bold and visionary and has since sort of gotten stuck in the weeds, and we've had all these difficulties implementing it. And it's leading to a backlash. And I think the biggest issue facing the green energy file, specifically in Ontario, is the lack of education amongst the public, who have never really been properly messaged to understand why we're actually going ahead with such a bold program. They're really worried about electricity prices, quite rightly, and they're a bit confused by the program. But everywhere I go, I run into people who don't quite understand why we're doing this and don't get the value proposition. It's fundamental. So we've been sailing without a compass in Ontario, and I think one thing that's been lacking is a really clear vision for where we want to go, and that would really help, I think, set this record straight, and maybe help any future leadership in the province get a handle on what needs to be done. So that would be, setting an actual target for renewable energy, or setting a target for conservation in the province is something we haven't actually done properly. We talked about a coal phase out, which is nice, but there are a lot of other leading developed economies that are making bold statements saying we would like to be at 40% by a certain date, or we would like, our goal is to actually decarbonize our electricity system. These are the kinds of goals Ontario needs to set. And likewise, I think the opportunity for a green economy is greatly downplayed. I think we already have tens of thousands of jobs created, and that's not talked about. So let's throw that out there as an introduction, and we can get into the details later.